we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back. That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure. I love it. We'll see if they... And they'll try the ground game here inside the 35-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combo.
How about that?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same, but on that play, it certainly felt like we were back to the future.
Yeah, and it worked. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Let's go. 3, 19. 3, over.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. So if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he pulled it. Aguayo pulled it left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Play clock winding down. And they'll go on the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they face a third down after the fumble on second down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A huge play that time for the Rams. 44 yards on the ground. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with each.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. And it's up and good. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley is standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he comes back with one complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. No, check. Patriot. Leopard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
8 yards to go here on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw him off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
They come up in an offset eye. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll run it here. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds
is all the way down at the 5-yard line. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. First down and goal, the offense not. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So now 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Come on, let's go. 1-9.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30. Leopard.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Let's go. Blue 90.
And on the ground they go with a running back. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Come on, let's get round. Let's see it.
Now a handoff looking right. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.